Good morning and welcome to today's literary interview. I'm Suci Odila Putri as your interviewer today. In this session, we're going to explore one of the world's most enduring stories, Cinderella. Thank you for joining me.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me. I'm Siti Rajana as literature critics. I'm delighted to discuss Cinderella because it's such an influential story, especially when we study it through the lens of literary genre.
To start, what made you choose Cinderella as the literary work you wanted to analyze?
I choose Cinderella because it's a classic example of the fairy tale tradition, yet it's also highly adapted to different cultures and times. It shows how a simple story can carry deep moral, cultural, and emotional meaning.
Interesting. And how did you first encounter this story as a child, a student, or later as a scholar?
Like most people, I first knew Cinderella from children's picture books and animated films, but when I revisited in my literature studies, I realized how rich it is in symbolism, structure, and universal values.
In one sentence, how would you describe this story?
It is a story about a young woman who, despite hardship and cruelty, maintains her kindness and finds justice through magic and moral integrity.
If you had to describe Cinderella in one word, what would it be and why?
Transformation, because the entire narrative from rags to riches, from sadness to joy, represent transformation, both physical and spiritual.
That's a beautiful way to describe it. Now let's look deeper into the story's literary features. Cinderella is a prose work, specifically a fairy tale. Could you explain how it fits into the prose genre?
Sure. Prose refers to written or spoken language in on its ordinary form, not structure but rhyme or matter like poetry and not limited to stage direction like drama. Cinderella fits because it's a narrative told through descriptive storytelling with events unfolding chronologically, the fairy tale elements, magic, archetypes, and moral lessons make it a subgenre of prose.
What are some typical features of the fairy tale genre that appear in Cinderella?
It's simple but effective. Exposition, rising, action, climax, and resolution. First, we see Cinderella suffering, then her magical transformation, then the conflict of recognition through the glass slipper, and finally, the resolution when she marries the prince. The structure emphasizes that moral goodness and leads to reward.
And how about the characters? Do they represent something larger than themselves?
Yes, they do. Cinderella represents innocence and virtue, the stepmother symbolizes jealousy and oppression, and the fairy godmother represents divine justice or fate. Each character serves a symbolic purpose that strengthens the moral message.
And how does the language style reflect the social and emotional differences?
Cinderella's words are polite and humble, while the stepmother and stepsisters use proud, commanding language. This difference mirrors their moral values and social attitudes, a subtle but powerful technique in prose storytelling.
Now let's move to deeper analysis. Cinderella has existed in many versions, from Charles Perrault's to the Brothers Grimm's. How do these versions reflect cultural or historical influences?
That's a great question. Perrault's French version is more elegant and moralistic, emphasizing grace and virtue. The Grimm brothers' German version is darker, focusing on punishment and justice. Each reflects its cultural values. The French one celebrates civility, while the German one emphasizes moral consequence.
Interesting. So what can we learn about society through Cinderella?
We can see how it mirrors social structures, especially class and gender. The idea that a poor girl can rise through virtue and destiny reflects both hope and the limits of social mobility in traditional societies. It also shows how femininity was associated with patience, beauty, and moral strength.
What about the emotional aspect? Why do readers still connect with this story?
I think it because it speaks to universal emotions, unfairness, hope, and self-worth. Everyone has felt unseen or underestimated at some point, and Cinderella's story promises that goodness will eventually be recognized. The emotional truth is what keeps the story alive.
So, if we imagine Cinderella rewritten as a modern prose narrative without magic, what would it look like?
I think it could be a story about a hardworking woman who succeeds through perseverance instead of magic. The very good mother might become a mentor figure, and the glass slipper could symbolize talent or individuality. The core message, transformation, truth, inner strength, would stay the same even without fantasy.
Cinderella has been adapted into countless films, plays, and even digital versions. What challenges arise when adapting a fairy tale into another medium? What do you think?
The main challenge is keeping the essence of the original, the emotional and moral truth, while making it relevant to new audiences. Modern adaptation often reinterprets Cinderella as an independent, self-reliant woman, which reflects today's social value.
Can you give an example of a successful adaptation?
Yes, Disney's 2015 live-action version did a great job. It preserved the magical beauty of the story, but added emotional depth and agency to Cinderella's character. It sent the message, have courage and be kind. That line captures both modern and traditional values.
Do you think Cinderella still speaks to today's generation?
Absolutely. The story's themes, hope, kindness, and transformation are timeless. In a fast competitive world, Cinderella reminds us that empathy and goodness are still forms of strength.
Okay, to end our discussion, what do you think the fairy tale genre still offers to today's audiences?
Fairy tales keep imagination alive. They allow us to see moral and emotional truth through symbolic storytelling. Even though the world changes, people still long for stories where justice and goodness prevail.
Has your understanding of Cinderella changed after studying it from a literary perspective?
Definitely. As a child, I saw it as a simple love story, but now I understand it is a reflection of human psychology, social class, and moral philosophy. A story that teaches us to stay kind even when life is unfair.
If you could recommend another work from the same genre, what would it be?
I recommend Beauty and the Beast. It also explores transformation, but through love and acceptance rather than magic alone. Both stories show how kindness and courage can change one's fate.
Thank you very much for your time and insights. Your analysis really helped us appreciate Cinderella as more than just a childhood fairy tale, but as a timeless piece of prose literature.
Thank you, it's been a pleasure discussing it.
Thank you for watching us and see you next time. Bye!